Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 123. And today is the beginning of a new time slot. I hope this works out better for us and everyone that's watching, and guests or future guests. I think this is a good time slot. I think this is going to be a good move. And I hope everyone enjoys it. So I've got a bunch of news articles for us. I've got 8 news articles, plus a very amusing Twitter thread that Pinkalo has sent me that I will save for the end. It's very funny. I think we'll have a laugh. I will I will explain more of it when we get there. So, I hope everyone had a good weekend and a safe St. Patrick's Day. I hope if you indulged that you indulged safely and did not drink and drive. Let's see. Let's say hello to chat. All you need, hello. Hello there, Rolling Bear. Chadwick, hello. Seamus, hello. Good morning and afternoon. Peter Almond, hi, how are you? Let's see. Rich Odes dropped in to say have a great stream before he goes to bed. Let's see. Let's see. Who else is here? Seeing if there's anybody. Oh, Scotsman, hello. Not many streams on at this time, says Scotsman. Yeah, that's one of the other reasons why I moved to this time slot, because we've got morning decay on at 9. We've got P-Dog Night that streams in the morning. So I figured it's just better to go to noon. Hello, RVA. Let's see. Oh, Esu, hi. Mr. Misanthropic, nice to see you. Pop and Hop, hi. Duck Dog. Let's see. Pumpkin Trucker, you're only 4 minutes late. Not that late. It's okay. It's okay. I love now how streams have time slots like this is TV. I know, right? It's kind of funny. Oh, Chadwick says, I wish I could stay, but I have to go save my boss. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, Chadwick. Have a good one. Have a good day. Let's see. So yes, I hope everyone had a good weekend. And as I said before, a safe St. Patrick's Day. I did not indulge in drinking last night because I drank that ice wine on Saturday. But last night we did have a fun stream where for some unknown reason I decided to do a stupid chair dance for $10. That was amusing as fuck. whole bunch of people donated $10. No, Fishing Guide donated $10, and then Blind Girl and Pumpkin Trucker made. So I did like a dance for almost a minute. I think it was interesting. It was interesting. Oh, didn't say I was going to bed. Just have a great stream. Oh, sorry, Richo, my bad. St. Patrick's Day, the one day everyone tries to drink like a sailor, says RBA. Yeah. Holy shit, I missed the chair dance. Chadwick's got it clipped somewhere when he gets, if he gets back. Yeah. Yeah. Chadwick has it clipped. It's amusing, to say the least. It's very amusing. So I'm going to get into the Twitter DMs now, and get to the news. So here we go. Open a new tab and into the Twitter we go. All right. More coffee for me, please. Ah, tasty. Okay. Okay. So we've got a few news articles, and they're all over the place today. But they all kind of read like a soap opera if you put them all together. So let's dive right in, shall we? One of them is actually one that I wanted to talk about with Blind Girl on Friday, but I didn't get a chance to. Coffee is for nerds. I just drink dollar store energy drinks. Yes, because nerds never drink energy drinks. Coffee, good idea. This is all you need. Okay. All right. So this morning I'm going to go, usually I start with the one that I've sent myself soonest, but I'm going to go in reverse order and work our way forward. Here it is. So we are going to get the icky story out of the way first, and then move on to other stories that are less icky and more what's it called? Amusing? I suppose you would call it amusing. More. Hey, it's a Skep Talk. Got my cough and then got my coffee, but then I took a piss all over my floor. What? Why are you peeing on the floor? Do you need to be in adult diapers, trucker? Is this something that needs to happen? Okay. All right, guys. Let's deal with the icky story and then move on. Ontario daycare worker sentenced for making child porn featuring the toddlers in his care. Now, thank God he was sentenced. It's too early for golden showers, says Mr. Misanthropic. I don't think there's ever a good time for those. My coffee pot took a piss. Oh. I hate that. All right, let's read about this piece of shit and then move on quickly. So a 39-year-old daycare supervisor from Peel Region, Ontario, pleaded guilty to making child pornography. Piece of shit. He needs to be shot. Okay, let's get through this.
A 39-year-old daycare supervisor from Ontario's Peel Region has received a 9-year prison sentence for using the toddlers he was caring for to make child pornography.
Not long enough.
The Ontario Court of Appeal rejected the prosecution's request of a 15-year sentence. The court ruled that a 9-year prison term was indeed sufficient in condemning the man's abhorrent behavior, as well as serving as a deterrent to others who consider committing a similar crime in the future.
Fuck you, no it's not. 15 years isn't enough. What the fuck kind of soft-ass pussyfoot sentence is that? 9 fucking years for using the children you're supposed to be taking care of for your fucking sick, twisted pleasure? You know what? You Ontario Superior Court, you suck. Yes, 9 fucking years. That's it. Let me get my hands on him. He'll wish he was never born, says Mr. Misanthropic. Yeah. Ugh. Conviction equals guilty. Now we can break him, says Pumpkin Trucker. Long, slow must be baptized by pain. Yes. I have an interesting story about a childhood friend of his career as a sex slavery advocate. I will tell it on Wednesday if anyone is interested. Yeah. I'm interested.
Read also. Although the message the 9-year sentence sent is loud and clear, announced Justice Robert Sharp, I am not persuaded that the longer sentence sought by the Crown at trial and on appeal would appreciably add to the deterrent effect of the sentence that was imposed.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't think a longer sentence would deter somebody more? I think 15 years trying to, and honestly, I think we should put an end to putting sex offenders like child rapists, rapists, stuff like people like that. I think we should put an end to that protective custody thing. If you're a child rapist, you need to try and survive in general pop. And if you don't, well, no one's going to cry over you. Hashtag Gen Pop. Yep. It's not waterboarding if you use diesel. Oh, Jesus. Disavow. 15 years in Gen Pop. Yep. Try it. He won't last a week in Gen Pop. Yep, that's my point. That's my point. beaten to within an inch of his life, nurse back to health. Been beaten to within an inch of his life again, rinse, repeat. Agreed. Ooh, he'll have an asshole the size of the Helen Tunnel. Yep. He sure will. Didn't want to be there, shouldn't have done the crime. Nope. Oh, hello, Uzi. It's Uzi Q. All right. Bill Clinton would be a sax offender. What's his sentence? Polishing the instruments of the great players.
Although counterintuitive, Sharp explained that sending the man behind bars for a longer period of time could actually be disadvantageous to the prosecution process. According to Scher, a longer sentence may actually inhibit guilty pleas and threaten rehabilitation of those convicted.
Are you serious? You think that because he had a 9-year sentence on the table, that's why he pled guilty instead of a 15-year sentence? Fuck off. Either way, whether he had pled guilty or not, he would have gone to trial and he would have been sentenced to that 15 years. And you fucking know it. So don't even try that bullshit. Ooh. Or he'd be the new train garage. Wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a fart and a yawn, says Zombie Teddy. Ouch. In what world there's no rehabilitation of pedos? I don't understand this whole save the pedos thing. No, sorry. Don't save the pedos. Fucking do not save the pedos. Sorry, not sorry.
When Peel Regional Police searched the man's residence, they discovered a massive amount of graphic and highly disturbing photographs and videos of 2- and 3-year-old girls.
Fuck you! Why is this... And you think he can be rehabilitated and that 9 years is good enough for him? You're just a lazy judge. You're just a lazy judge. That's what you are.
Please note that the details of the case are disturbing and may be difficult to read. Third party ad link. The Mississauga News link. Admits to pulling down the clothing of little girls during their nap time to sexual link. Number Peel. Admits to pulling down the clothing of little girls during their nap time to sexually assault them. Link. Number children and take close-up photos. Link.
Okay, these are tweets.
The man, who has been identified only by the initials SC, pleaded guilty to 8 counts of sexual assault, 8 counts of making child pornography, and 1 of possession of child pornography. SC confessed to exposing and photographing the girls' genitals while they napped.
All right, I'm done with this article. He's a piece of shit. He got a stupidly small sentence. Fuck that justice for being a lazy piece of shit judge. The prosecution has a right to be absolutely livid. I am freaking done with... Yeah. G, exactly, Mr. Misanthropic. G for gas. Yep. G to gas. Agreed. Fuck this piece of shit. And fuck this article. Moving on. South Carolina woman arrested for alleged stun gun attack of girlfriend of child's father. Well, that's a little bit more giggle-inducing. I mean, if it had happened in front of the child, then the mother's a crazy piece of shit. Well, the mother's still a crazy piece of shit for stunning her ex's girlfriend. But you know, on the scale of things that we've just read about, I think this is slightly more lighthearted and something we could probably get a laugh out of somewhere. See, Skep's laughing. Can we build a human-sized microwave and boil him alive using his own fluids, says Pumpkin Trucker. Sure. I'm not surprised this happened in my state. That's a pretty regular thing, honestly, says Mr. Misanthropic. Oh, yes. Richo, I did see that anyone it's they are punishing those who have the footage or who are sharing it. That's an interesting debate topic that I'm not sure I want to touch at the particular moment. Probably, actually not probably. When this all dies down, it is something I want to look into and talk about. But at the moment, it's pretty much a death sentence to talk about this shit for channels and creators. So when this all dies down, I'll probably do a debate about it. Do you want what's behind door? Do you want what's behind door number 2, or what's in this bag, Mrs. McCluskey? MRS McCluskey, why? This is a bag of shit. Oh, hello, Chadwick, you're back. But it's great shit, Mrs. McCluskey says. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, Richo, yeah, best to lay low for now. Just wanted to see if the chat had heard it. Well, nobody in my group chat can go to New Zealand then. We've shared it and memed it. All right, let's find the story here. All right. Savannah Grace White. Okay. I wonder if she's a melanated individual.
Savannah Grace White was arrested in an alleged stun gun attack after fighting with the girlfriend of her child's father, police said. White, capital A.
Oops.
Savannah Grace White was arrested in an alleged stun gun attack after fighting with the girlfriend of her child's father, police said. White had allegedly driven to the home and began fighting with a woman who she then stunned with a stun gun. The woman was reportedly able to get the stun gun away from White and hold her down until the police arrived. White was charged with third-degree assault. Capital A. Link, South Carolina. Woman was arrested last week after she allegedly attacked the girlfriend of her child's father with a stun gun outside a home, police said.
So, I'm just picturing this shit going down. And like I'm just hashtag melanated. Yep. Probably basketball Americans. That's a nice way of describing them. Oh, hello, Costin. Fireside theater humor. Yeah. Love it. Baby mama drama. Yep, trucker, exactly.
Savannah Grace White, 22, was arrested in Spartanburg County after a fight with a woman, police said. White was seen in her booking photo with bruises and cuts under both eyes and around her face.
So she tried to stun her ex's new girlfriend, and her ex's new girlfriend kicked the shit out of her after getting the stun gun and then held her down till the cops got there. So even with a weapon, you still got your ass kicked, lady. I wonder if you have custody of your kid or if visitation.
Link. South Carolina mistakenly releases 10 prison.
Oops.
White allegedly drove to the home and got into a fight with a woman and then stunned the woman with a stun gun, WSPA TV reported Wednesday, citing a police report. The woman was reportedly able to get the stun gun away from White and hold her down until responding deputies arrived at the scene. A dispatcher handling the 911 call heard a woman say, "I'm going to kill you," according to Link. White News 4. Period.
You're going
You
to
are
kill
clicking
her
on
with a
text
stun
element.
gun? What are you going to do? Stick it right on her heart? And just keep it there?
The victim in the fight told deputies White had been harassing her and even went to the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office earlier in the morning to inquire about a restraining order against White, according to Link. WSPA TV.
So she that morning went and asked about a restraining order, probably got told, well, you know, there's nothing that she's really done that can warrant a restraining order. And then, you know, much to this victim's, like if I was this woman, I would be like, thank you. Thank you for doing something the exact same day that I just tried to get a restraining order against you, because now I can get a restraining order against you. Like I would, like as pissed off as I would be that somebody came to my house and tried to fucking stun me, I would be like, thanks, crazy bitch. You just gave me the ammunition I needed. Crazy bitch. Bet that restraining order will be proved now. Yep. Coffee break for Skep Talk. Fight snake individuals. Holy shit, that's about 2 hours from where I live, says Mr. Misanthropic. Oh, wow. Okay.
White told deputies she needed to check on her child, who was reportedly in the car during the alleged assault. York.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna bring your kid to the house of her father and his girlfriend and beat the shit out of his girlfriend while your kid is watching? You are a crazy bitch, and now you're gonna get a restraining order put against your ex's girlfriend, and you're probably gonna lose custody of your kid because you fucking took her or him to watch you beat their father's girlfriend. And then they got to watch you get your ass kicked because you can't handle yourself. Yes, she did do that in front of her kid, Mr. Misanthropic. Shit like that happens in Detroit every day, says Chadwick. I'm not surprised. Gotta love people today, don't you? Says Richo. Yeah, I know, right? You know, and I think, honestly, I think people think that we were less like this before. I honestly don't think we were. I just think that the internet allows us to have access to all of the things that are happening. So I think now we think that this happens more often, but it's just that we have access to it. Haha, the kid get to watch their crazy mom get her ass kicked. Yep. So jealous of your drinking coffee. All I've got is some awful green tea. I need to make a grocery store run today. Oh, that sucks. I feel for you, Zombie Teddy. Are there more crazy people or do we just see it more? Yeah. Rich O says, blind press, exactly. We are safer now than we were before, but social media just makes it seem worse. Yeah, I would agree. Did you just say don't hate me, ho, or don't hit me, ho? Are you yelling at people on the road, trucker?
Link. Click here to get. White was charged with third-degree assault and was booked into the Spartanburg County Detention Center. Ryan Gatiss is an editor for.
Okay, so she's been booked. She's gonna probably lose custody of her kid. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. Okay, another kind of sad story from Gunfox. Airman killed while trying to stop Arkansas robbery. Okay, where's the story here? There's the story. Okay. Oh, this guy was from Maine. Okay.
A 23-year-old senior airman from Maine was killed Friday night inside an Link, Arkansas gas station when he tried to intervene in an armed robbery. Sean McKeough was fatally shot inside a Valero Big Red gas station in North Little Rock. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Press Herald. Link. Reported. That two suspects entered the store with their guns out. They are both in masks. McKeough was a customer at the time. UFB. Post. Link. McKeough was remembered as a popular airman and called a hero by friends. You are currently on a tech link. Get the Fox News app. Authority link. Link. Authorities are offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
Okay, so they haven't caught the people. So that's just a short little blurb here. Kind of sad. Let's see. Hi, fishing guy. Yeah, this airman was from Maine. He was in Little Rock at the time when this happened. Let's see here. Yes, remember to like and share the stream, guys. And if you are able, please consider visiting the Streamlabs link in the description and donating a bit. This Streamlabs goal right now is to get a new PC for Pincalo so that he can do the blind and the special better and help me edit videos and get content for himself going as well. So please consider doing those things, liking, sharing. Everything helps. Now let's get to the next news story here. We're banging through these. New Jersey's largest city plans to test universal basic income program. Alrighty then. Sounds not feasible, but okay. um, let's take a look. This is by Brooke Singman. All right, here we go.
Finland ending 2-year experiment after Ontario. Canada abandons plan. New Jersey's largest city plans to test weather. Link. Universal basic income is feasible, making it the latest government to flirt with that. Link. Program. That would guarantee income for residents whether or not they have a job.
Because, that's something that we should do for human beings. Guarantee them something that will provide shelter, clothing, and food without making them have to work for it. Because human beings have always been, super, super, super good at keeping out of trouble when they don't have to work for things. Whether it be money or a place to live or fucking food or something, they're just super happy and they're always just super productive when they're just given shit. Universal basic income is a terrible idea, says opinionated Scotsman. I would agree. Hi, Data Wasteland. Universal basic income is a terrible idea and will never work, says Mr. Misanthropic. Taxation is theft, says Mr. Misanthropic. Sounds a lot like more theft. Yeah. Two guys. Oh. Zombie Teddy says, Blind Press, I've been meaning to ask, are you still getting a dog? I do plan on getting a dog. I've really screwed up on forgetting to email my medical form off. I am still going to do that if they've closed my file in that school. The CNIB has started a program, and they have some dogs that they've been given from the Australian guide dog school while they train up their puppies. And they do offer in-home training, so I may end up applying through them, but we'll see. I do plan on getting a dog, though, yes. Okay. Blind Press, New Jersey, it's like New York, but worse, says Mr. Misanthropic. Yeah, I would, yeah.
Newark Mayor Ross Baraka announced his decision last week to create a task force and pilot program to study whether the program is possible. Link. Universal basic income ditched in Canada, even as U.S. cities try welfare experiment.
Yeah, because Ford ditched that program because we can't afford it in Ontario right now. There's no fucking way we can afford it. Had Kathleen Wynne not fucked our province over and put us into as much debt as a small goddamn country, maybe we could try basic income. But even then, I don't think we should, because we need, as a fucking species, we need to strive for things. We need to work for things. Like, in New York, in the summer, it smells like hot garbage. In the winter, it smells like cold garbage. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
New York, NY, May 9th. Ross J. Baraka speaks on stage at the WSJ The Future of Everything Festival at Spring Studios on May 9th, 2018 in New York City. Photo by
Oh, that's a picture.
New York. We believe in universal basic income, especially in a time where studies have shown that families that have a crisis of just $400 a month may experience a setback that may be difficult, even impossible to recover from, Baraka reportedly said, adding that 1/3 of the city still lives in poverty.
Well, okay, and this is gonna sound mean because I've been in a position where I've lived on next to nothing, and I've had to ask family for money for groceries. But this is why you don't like have kids and shit when you're that poor. Like, I didn't have kids until, you know, we were like, you just make sure that you've got things set. Like, you try your best. And if you end up, you know, if something happens and you end up having one kid and you're still struggling, don't have more until you're not. But blind press, condoms are expensive. Yeah, you know what? Not as expensive as diapers. Hello, Faithless.
According to Link, Fox 5 New York, Baraka did not release any further details of the plan, like how it could be funded or when a final decision would be made.
Of course not, because nobody fucking knows how it could be funded.
While Newark, where 2020 presidential candidate Senator Cory Booker used to serve as mayor, is still in the very early stages of examining the program, it has seen little success elsewhere. In 2017, Finland tested the program, giving €560 $584 to 2,000 unemployed Finnish citizens per month, with no requirement to find a paying job. By 2019, Finland scrapped the program entirely. You are currently
because it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Last summer, Ontario, Canada, also announced it would end a program that gave money to people in low-paying jobs instead of welfare benefits after the government found it was not sustainable and expensive.
Yep.
But U.S. cities are still pushing the concept.
Yes, because you have people like AOC and fucking Beto O'Rourke and ridiculous people like that going, you can just, you know, electric cars and affordable housing and universal basic income and fuck the electrical college and build light rails to Europe and Hawaii. I ain't putting anything up the poop chute, thank you. This is all you need. Facials are free. You're forgetting the important factor about the Ontario thing. It was only like 2,000 families. Yeah, Pink Hollow, it was only 2,000 families. But I mean, still, we couldn't afford it. We could not afford it as a province.
Last month, Stockton, California became the first city in the nation to actually press ahead with its program, offering $500 per paid debit cards to a group of 130 adults who live in the city's lower-income neighborhood, according to Link, the Sacramento Bee.
So the Sacramento Beast, I think.
Link. Meet the 2020 candidate. The mayor of Stockton last year said the program's purpose is to eventually ensure that no one in Stockton, with a population of 300,000, lives in poverty. The recipients of the cash are able to spend the money on anything they want without any rules or regulations.
So they can withdraw all the cash at an ATM and go blow it on drugs if they wanted to.
Also in California, a startup, Y Combinator, based in Oakland, began a basic income test this year, giving $1,500 a month to randomly selected residents, according to Link, the technology review. The test will cost the company $60 million, with 75% going directly to the participants. The company plans to run the program for between 3 and 5 years.
God damn.
Chicago also has weighed the option of introducing the program, which would make it the largest city in the U.S. to get on board. Alderman Anya Pawar, last summer, proposed the legislation, which would provide 1,000 families with a $500 monthly stipend. Link. Will universal basic income. Meanwhile, 2020 Democratic presidential hopeful Andrew Yang is pushing a plan for universal basic income. The entrepreneur from New York City, as of last month, was personally giving away money to families in Iowa and New Hampshire, the states that vote first and second in the presidential primary contests.
Isn't that buying fucking election votes? Can't you technically say that somebody's buying the vote by doing that? That seems highly irregular to me, if not illegal. That's really shady. Universal income devalues the currency over time, says Skeptalk. You are giving wealth away for nothing. This leads to too much money. Chasing too few goods and services, and it will drive up inflation. Yeah. Any city that does that should get zero federal funding, no sponging off the rest of the nation. Yeah. I'd love to never have to work, but guess what? That's not how reality ever works, says Richo. I agree. Hashtag Yang Gang Bang. That's how the Democrats keep black people voting for them. Yeah. Don't be silly. They're approving for people. Democrats have been buying the vote for decades. Yeah. Oh, providing. Okay. It's the financial equivalent to providing participation trophies. Yeah, you're right. It's illegal, but notice that they're still doing it. Yes, Trucker, you are correct. Yeah. Like, I mean, when I talk about shit like this, I feel kind of weird because I am the recipient of monthly income from the government. I get a disability and I get a child tax credit. But this is why I've wanted to start a channel. Like I don't expect to rake in money from this channel, right? That's not, I don't just I don't expect to be, sitting here raking in super chats and making thousands of dollars, right? But I started this channel so that I could at least make a little bit of money, help out my family a little bit more than just receiving money from the government, so that I could actually earn a little bit of money and understand what it's like to earn it. And I mean, yeah, I'm just sitting talking into a microphone, but I'm actually doing something. I'm interacting with you people. I'm doing something I enjoy doing. It's like having a little radio show. And I'm actually doing something and participating, and anything that anybody who's watching feels like donating is, first of all, amazing that anyone would find what I'm doing worth sending money toward. but also feels really good that because I'm actually like sitting down at my computer, scheduled myself for a certain amount of time a day, doing something every day, and I've been doing it consistently, and it feels good. It feels good to actually be doing something for myself. And that's the thing that universal income will take away from people, is the I almost say, the ability to make things happen for yourself, to earn money for yourself, to provide your family for yourself. I paid for that chair dance and I liked it, says Fishing Guy, and I appreciate it. Chair dancing. No, tax credits really aren't free money. They're not. I should be out directing traffic. So yeah, like the incentive to do anything is lost, says Opinionated Scotsman. It is. I'm sharing that clip around as much as possible. Well, send it to Irate Prostate because he missed it. And I learned things. You have exchanged your time and efforts for pay. Yeah. Taxation is theft, plain and simple, says Pop and Hop. I pay cable to watch news, says Fishing Guy. Yeah, I don't even. We haven't had cable in since we lived with my mom, because she had cable. We had cable in our apartment before that. Oh, Streamlabs. Just
Now
a
in tab
moment.
untitled.
Headphones. You're disconnected. I forgot. That was loud. Okay. Let's check Streamlabs here. So it's universal basic income is like the worst idea. I really can't. I haven't watched TV other than football in years. Yeah, we ourselves paid for cable up until 2013, and then we moved to my mom's and she had cable, but when we moved out and got this place, we specifically said, fuck cable. We have Netflix and Amazon Prime, and that is it. And we can watch whatever the fuck that we want that they have. We usually just watch, all the stuff that we used to watch from our childhood, or, the good TV that used to be good. And we watch YouTube as well. But it's just, cable is honestly just not worth it. It's the most thing that you will watch on cable is fucking commercials. I go to my mom's house now and she's got the TV on, and all there is commercials. Just commercials after commercials after commercials. Oh. Thank you for the $20 Skip Talk. Get a good computer. Oh, and taxation is theft. Thank you, Skep. Thank you, Skep. All right. Let's finish this story here.
It would help people improve their health, nutrition, pay off some debts and bills that have been hanging over them, reduce their stress levels, Yang told Fox News in an interview last month.
That's the concept, but it would eventually, people would stop working those extra hours, and then they would be like, there's no point. I don't have to save much because I've got that extra money that's always coming in. So then people stop saving. And then what happens if you can't sustain this freaking income thing and nobody has saved any money because nobody feels like they have to? And then they're fucked. Everyone's fucked and they're borrowing money again, and then they're all in debt again. And then what the fuck are you going to do? Dancing, says Reason Vision. Yeah. The entire economy would crash overnight, says Faithless. It would. It really would. Blind, I see the downside for you. But somehow, I see the downside for you, but at some point there will be no jobs for the population, and then there will be millions of professionals, and then millions of weekly garage sales. Yeah. Industry would crawl to a halt, says Faithless. It really would. When I'm ruler of the earth, I won't tax anyone. Yeah, when I'm emperor of the earth, I won't tax anyone. Not that you'll have any money after voluntarily giving me everything that you own. Savings rate goes down. Uncertainty enters the business climate. Oh. Oh. Oh, it does say thumbs up. I just, for some reason, don't speak the emojis.
His proposal would involve the government giving $12,000 a year to each adult American.
$12,000 a year? Good Christ. Hold on, I'm just gonna check Streamlabs again. So you just want to give $12,000 a year to every adult American? Is that what you just said? Like, really? That's not fucking feasible. Why do these people not understand? This is not feasible. Lord Cthulhu, come for us. I know it's from Pumpkin Trucker, but he's put out his nickname as I rate anal ease. Lord Cthulhu, come for us. We're ready for you. Come for us. Take us all. Start with the welfare recipients. That suck the life out of all, like a cock hungry play for pay whore. Oh my. Oh my. They think because it sounds great, it will be great, says Opinionated Scotsman. Yeah. They really, I think that's what it is. All right. Is there anything left in this story over here? No, there is not. Okay. Next article. Next article. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Next. Puerto Rico woman faces life for murder for hire of Canadian husband. So, okay, let's see. They're the same morons that think socialism works, says Faithless. Yeah. You're right. Yes, Hitman stories. Those are always funny. They are. They are funny. Okay, here we go. This is by Danica Kodo. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Here we go.
San Juan, Puerto Rico. A Puerto Rico woman found guilty of hiring a hitman to kill her wealthy Canadian husband more than a decade ago was sentenced to life in prison on Friday. Eulalia Vasquez Rijos cried as a federal judge issued the sentence and ordered that she be transferred to a prison in Fort Worth, Texas. Judge Daniel Dominguez said he believed the jury's guilty verdict over Vasquez's statement that she is innocent.
Wait, okay. Okay, why would you even say you were innocent? There's got to be a paper trail in a hitman case. If they've got you in a hitman case, they obviously have proof. They have a paper trail. They've got like the proof of money that you paid them, something. So why are you bothering to cry and say that you're innocent? Why not at least plead out? Woman hires hitman. This is the movie The Whole Nine Yards. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is the movie The Whole Nine Yards. UBI is socialism, says Scotsman. Yep. It sure is. Some people are just stubborn. Yeah.
Her defense attorneys plan to appeal in a case that sparked an international manhunt. Vasquez had been charged with offering a man $3 million to kill real estate developer Adam Anhan. The 32-year-old was stabbed repeatedly and hit in the head with a cobblestone while walking with Vasquez through the historic part of Puerto Rico's capital in September 2005, just 12 hours after prosecutors said Anhan had asked for a divorce. You are currently on a
So he was stabbed and then hit with a fucking cobblestone in the head 12 hours after he asked for a divorce. I wonder if there was a prenup signed. And that's why he was killed. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I bet you he made her sign a prenup. Then things didn't work out. He asked for a divorce and she fucking had him killed.
During the sentencing, which was held at a federal courthouse near where Anhan was killed, his mother and younger sister read statements. It certainly helps to put it behind us, but you can't forget your own child who dies before you do, the victim's father, Abraham Anhan, told the Associated Press. If you lose a child, there's never closure. As Abraham Anhan left the courtroom, Vasquez asked him, "Are you happy now?" To which he replied, "Shut up. You are currently on a text."
No shit. What the fuck? Why would you... You crazy bit. Are you happy now? Lady tears always work to an extent. Well, apparently not. Her lawyer probably told her to do it. Yeah. 3 million. I need to start thinking about changing jobs. Yeah. Hi, Beth Castleman. Yes, she was stupid. This is why you don't marry Spanish women. Yeah. See you later, fishing guy. Have a good time at work. Latin bitches are crazy. I used to date one in college. Life was interesting. It's not just Latin bitches. The Latin men are pretty crazy too. Even if the tears don't get her off, they will get her a lighter sentence. Well, she cried at her sentencing and she was given life. So I don't think it really worked.
Vasquez and Anhang had signed a prenup one day before getting married, with Anhang's value estimated at more than $24 million and Vasquez's at nearly $62,300. 6 months after Anhang's death, Vasquez sued his parents seeking $1 million in damages and $8 million from his estate.
Called it. Called it. I knew it. He made her sign a prenup because she was worth butt fuck nothing. Their marriage went to shit. He asked for a divorce. She had him killed because she knew that she wasn't going to get shit. Open and shut case. Bitches be crazy. Yep, Skep, you're right. Let's see. Texas could have gotten the chair. Yep. Nah, the women's are worse. We use the gurney here now, says Skep Talk. It was a marriage of opportunity. She probably wanted a citizenship and some money. Yeah. Tough for rich people to find love, says Faithless. Never know if they just want the cash. Yep, that's true. Very true and very sad.
She then left for Florence, Italy in 2008 and was arrested in June 2013 after flying from Italy to Spain. She and her 1-month-old baby were extradited to Puerto Rico 2 years later, leaving behind twin daughters she had with the man in Italy.
God damn.
Also sentenced to life Friday was Vasquez's sister, Marcia Vasquez Rijos, and an ex-boyfriend of hers, Jose Ferrer Sosa. All three had been found guilty in October last year. Today's sentence concludes a process which required a lot of effort and perseverance. Justice was finally served for the victim and his family, U.S. Attorney Rosa Emilia Rodriguez said in a statement.
But what about the fucking babies? I hope they go back to... I hope the baby goes back to the Italian father. That's... What a crazy bitch. Now we need to know what she looked like and what her husband looked like. She's gonna claim hashtag me too, get off on appeal, and get the money. You think, trucker? You think? I don't know. It's a pretty open and shut case. Let's see here. Okay. U.S. Navy won't alter sail buys despite China's dangerous maneuver. So the recent maneuver where China tried to crash into a ship, the Navy is just saying, fuck off, we're not changing our strategy here. All right, let's take a sip of coffee here. Okay.
Manila, Philippines. The U.S. Navy won't alter its so-called freedom of navigation sailbys in the disputed South China Sea and has pressed ahead with such operations despite a dangerous maneuver by a Chinese ship against an American destroyer. Vice ADM Philip Sawyer, commander of the U.S. 7th Fleet, told reporters in Manila on Monday that Washington protested that unprofessional behavior by the Chinese ship, which maneuvered very close to the USS Decatur as the latter sailed closely by a Chinese-occupied island in the Spratleys in September. Sawyer said the U.S. Navy will continue such sailbys and patrols in the South China Sea and elsewhere until there are no excessive maritime claims throughout the world. Sawyer spoke on board the USS Blue Ridge, which arrived in Manila after sailing through the South China Sea. You are currently on a link. You are currently link. Sponsored story link.
Oh, that's
How
a short
sophisticated
story.
Singles over 50.
That's the whole story. That was short and sweet. Oh. I am picturing Rosie Perez. Yeah. So am I. She didn't even get a professional. She went and asked her ex-boyfriend to do it. I think she asked, I can't tell if the article said it was her ex-boyfriend or her sister's ex-boyfriend. Modern society, it'll happen, says Pumpkin Trucker. Okay, well, you heard it here, everyone. Pumpkin Trucker thinks she's gonna get off and get the money. Skeptalk says the Navy will not be intimidated by loser China and their loser China Navy idiots. A destroyer is called that for a reason. Yes. Just teasing me with that coffee. Oh. Link. Yeah, I know. I know. She probably will, sadly, says Scotsman. Yeah, unfortunately, I like to say that I have hope for society, but you guys may just be right. Why did I just close my Twitter? That was stupid. That was very, very stupid. How am I supposed to read my last news article if I've closed the thing that it was? Stupid me. Okay. Also, how am I supposed to read the tweet thread that Pinkala sent me? Okay. I think I've got 2 more stories here. Okay, that read that one. Blind runner makes history by finishing a half marathon in New York with help of guide dogs. So this is actually not a story that's going to make me angry. This is actually a really cool story. And it's about running guide dogs that are specifically trained to work with blind runners. And it's actually talking about the school that I'm trying to get my guide dog from. So I thought I would share this story with you guys. Okay, so this is from today.
For many, conquering a half marathon is all about putting one foot in front of the other. For runner Thomas Panek, a few points also helped get him to the finish line. Third-party ad. Panek made history Sunday at the link. United Airlines New York City Half Marathon. By becoming the first blind runner to complete the race led by guide dogs, instead of human guides, the athlete finished the race in just over 2 hours and 20 minutes, according to the link. New York Road Runners. Period. Link. Team. You are part of Labrador Retrievers, Ruffle, Wesley and Gus, took turns running with Panek. The dogs set their own pace and each ran between 3 to 5 miles of the 13.1-mile course, according to Guiding Eyes.
Okay, so he had a team of 3 guides. So he switched off with between 3 and 5 miles he switched off and got a fresh guide so that the dog wouldn't tire out. So that's a good distance for a lab to run is between 3 and 5 miles. That's for a retriever, that's pretty damn good. So Wesley, Waffle, and Gus were his guide dogs' names. So that's really cool. And I guess retrievers would be a good dog for running because they're constantly running after things. Let's see. Need to train guide greyhounds.
Link. Website. Period. Frame. The athlete is the president and CEO of Guiding Eyes for the Blind, a non-profit organization that provides superbly bred and trained dogs to link. People who are blind. You are currently on a link inside of web content and visually impaired. Link. Website. And visually impaired. Free of link.
So free of charge. Yeah.
Safari busy.
Come on.
A lifelong runner, lost his sight over 25 years ago. You are currently on a text. Safari bit busy.
Oh, come on, Safari.
Safari.
The website is I don't know what it's doing here.
Safari busy.
Come on.
When I lost my sight, I was too scared to run. You are currently on a link. Told CBS This Morning in 2017.
So he had acquired blindness, I guess. And so I can understand why when you have acquired blindness, it can be afraid. You can at first be afraid to do what you had done before. But it looks like he didn't stay stuck in that. Let's see a cat do that. Dogs drool and cats drool. Do blind runners use canes? No. They will either run with a guide and like a human guide, so they will either hold the human guide's elbow, or some blind people hold the human guide will hold like a short stick and the blind person will hold on to the other end. But that way they're always connected. Yeah. I think they even mention why he doesn't use a blind runner or a running guide in this article.
Period. Safari busy.
Come on.
After he adjusted to being blind, he started running with a human guide, but said it wasn't the same experience.
It's not. Running with a human guide is very difficult, especially because human guides tend to, they tend, unless they know you really, really well, they tend to be really worried about you getting hurt. Because think about it, if you get hurt while they're guiding you, they're going to feel like it's their fault. So they're going to start second guessing or deciding that there's things that you just can't do as a blind runner that you can do, but they just don't want you to get hurt and they don't want it to be on them. So I can see why he would say, as somebody who ran by themselves before he lost his sight, then having to run with a human guide, that it would be really, really difficult. All You Need says, I have a blind friend who races cars in a derby. He even built his own car. Oh, that's really cool. Is it like an actual full car, or are they like remote control cars?
Although many people run with running clubs, at the end of the day you're running your own race, and when you're tied to another person, it's no longer your own race. The independence isn't quite there, Panic. You are Link said.
He's right. He's right. It's not quite the same as running your own race, and the independence isn't quite there. He is absolutely right in that.
Period. Third-party ad content. In 2015, Panic formed the Link Running Guides program. At the suggestion of a former Marine named Richard Hunter, who was also blind, but was hoping to begin running again. A few months and many training sessions later, the Running Guides program was launched. You are currently on a text.
Okay, so he, this guy, see, this is what I mean about taking time to grieve the loss of an ability you had and then get back into doing it. Like this, you know how I sometimes rail at blind people or disabled people who just sit there and bitch about being disabled? Well, this guy very rightly, you know, at first was scared to run. But he got over it and he got back into running. And not only did he get back into running, but he came up with a way to help blind people run without a human guide. He helped come up with a way for blind people to run independently. That is freaking dealing with your disability and also helping other people. No demo, at least not delivered. That's pretty cool, says Pumpkin Trucker. Nope, real race. Let's see. So yeah, this guy is really, like, good on him.
FB, he created a team of experts to train a group of dogs, mainly Labrador Retrievers and German Shepherds, to run long distances. The pups start their training at 18 months old, but only a select group actually become. Image.
Oops.
Blind men run in blind. Link. Sitemap.
Hold on, I've lost the story.
Inside of web content. Link. More
I
money.
Pushed a flippin' key. I pushed a button and lost my story. I had to go push a button, didn't I? Okay. Here we go. Found it again.
He created a team of experts to train a group of dogs, mainly Labrador Retrievers and German Shepherds, to run long distances. The pups start their training at 18 months old, but only a select group actually become. Link. Running. Guide dogs. Baseline skill set for a guide dog and running dog are the same, Panic explained. They're looking for overhead obstacles and making sure that the person who's blind like me remains safe as we're mobile.
Okay, so they go through the basic guide dog training, but there are certain dogs that are selected to go on and do more training as a running guide, I guess is what he's saying here. Yeah, that is awesome, Beth. Yeah, that's really, like, this is really cool. And this is the school that I'm applying for, Guiding Eyes. I didn't apply for a running guide though. But yeah, this is a really cool thing.
When the New York-based runner last spoke with CBS News in December 2017, he had recently completed a 5-mile race in Central Park with Gus, his longtime guide dog. A little over a year later, the same pup helped him cross the finish line of the half marathon. After the successful race, and with a shining medal, Gus retired, the organization wrote in a Link Facebook post.
Aww.
Period. The race wasn't just for the medal. Panic was making strides to raise awareness for his Guiding Eyes mission, providing guide dogs to people with vision loss. The race raised funds for the Running Guides program, which went toward the training and lifetime vet care of the dogs in the program, according to the organizations.
Yeah, Guiding Eyes also provides vet care for all of their guide dogs. So if you've got a guide dog, what you do is you go for Guiding Eyes anyway. you take your guide dog to the vet, and then the vet bills the school. And if there's anything like an emergency or something, there's a 24-hour emergency line that you call to let them know what's going on. And even like if they feel that your vet or the vet that you're taking the dog to is kind of giving you the runaround price-wise, they will come and pick the dog up free of charge to you, take the dog back to the school to see their vet, and then bring the dog back. At Blind Press mostly pushes all the right buttons. Oh my.
Link, website, period. Panek ran part of a half marathon with Gus, who crossed the finish line into retirement on Sunday, March 17th, 2019. Craig Barrett / Getty Image.
Aw. So his guide dog retired after his race. That's awesome.
Get Images 1 billion. Panek ran part of a half marathon. Craig Barrett end of first published on March 8th.
So that's the end of that story. So that's really cool. I like stories like that. And I also wanted to share that with you guys so that you could get a bit of an insight into guide dogs and, blind people that don't just sit around and whine about shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story. When I found it, I was like, oh, I really want to read that to the chat. So I really hope you guys liked that story. Now we have one more story before we get into the really funny Twitter thread that Pincalo sent me. Because I was going through it this morning, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's see what chat says before we move on here. Let's see here. Okay. Next story. U.S. detects huge meteor explosion. So, it looks like there was a meteor that hit the atmosphere and went kaboom. Yeah. Okay. This is the science editor from the BBC. Okay. I wish I knew how to screen share properly. Because I could show you guys this. So here we go.
Huge fireball exploded in the Earth's atmosphere in December, according to NASA. The blast was the second largest of its kind in 30 years. And the biggest since the fireball over Chelyabinsk in Russia 6 years ago. But it went largely unnoticed until now because it blew up over the Bering Sea, off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula.
How come all the fun shit happens over in Russia? It's not fair. Real Reason says blind man created echolocation device to ride bicycle. I believe it. Meteor hits women most affected.
A space rock exploded with 10 times the energy released by the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Lindley Johnson, planetary defense officer at NASA, told BBC News a fireball this big is only expected about 2 or 3 times every 100 years. Twitter post by @Simon_sat region link skip link link Simon Proud link some color views of the link number meteor that flew over the North Pacific in December 2018, taken by Japan's link number Himawari satellite. The background. The meteor is really clear here. Bright orange fireball against the blue plus white background.
See, I wish I could show you guys
Background.
these pictures.
Link. HTTP end of presentational white space heading level 2. What do we know? At about noon local time on December 18th, the asteroid barreled through the atmosphere at a speed of 32 kilometers/s, 20 miles per second, on a steep trajectory of 7 degrees. Measuring several meters in size, the space rock exploded 25.6 kilometers above the Earth's surface, with an impact energy of 173 kilotons.
So that means that it was probably made mostly of stone. Because generally iron asteroids tend to make it through the atmosphere.
That was 40% the energy release of Chelyabinsk, but it was over the Bering Sea, so it didn't have the same type of effect or show up in the news, said Kelly Fast, the Earth Objects Observations Program Manager at NASA.
Okay, that would make sense.
That's another thing we have in our defense. There's plenty of water on the planet. Dr. Fast was discussing the event here at the link 50th Lunar and Planetary Science Conference in the Woodlands, near Houston, Texas. List 2 items. Black Square link. What could end the world? Black end of military satellites picked up the blast last year. NASA was notified of the event by the U.S. Air Force. Dr. Johnson said the fireball came in over an area not too far from routes used by commercial planes flying between North America and Asia, so researchers have been checking with airlines to see if there were any reported sightings of the event.
That would really suck if an aircraft got hit by a meteor that was coming in. Like, just random chance that a meteor happened to be coming into the atmosphere and just, like, randomly happened to collide with a fucking aircraft. Too bad. Kind of wish it had taken out California. It says Faithless. That's a big boom. That's a big boom. Yep. Zombie Teddy says, I don't want a giant fireball to hit anywhere near me. Let Russia have all the fun. Yeah, I suppose. Couldn't you use echolocation for running? I did. But it's also not just for like it also helps you. The dog would also help you find obstacles on the ground that echolocation wouldn't help you locate. Like say like a pothole or puddles, or help you deal with, you know, if you're running on a trail or something like that. There are things that echolocation won't help you with. So yeah. I'm too close to New York to take that risk. Okay.
Fireball chart showing Chelyabinsk and Bering Sea fireballs image. Heading left. In 2005, Congress tasked NASA with finding 90% of near-Earth asteroids of 140 meters, 460 ft, in size or larger by 2020. Space rocks of this size are so-called problems without passports because they are expected to affect whole regions if they collide with Earth. But scientists estimate it will take them another 30 years to fulfill this congressional directive. Image caption artwork, the NeoCam image. Image copy NASA. Image camp artwork, the NeoCamp, and a presentational white one. In June 2000, once an incoming object is identified, NASA has had some notable success at calculating where on Earth the impact will occur, based on a precise determination of its orbit. In June 2018, the small 3 meters, 10 ft, asteroid 2018 LA was discovered by a ground-based observatory in Arizona 8 hours before impact. The Center for Near-Earth Object Studies at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, then made a precision determination of its orbit, which was used to calculate a probable impact location. This showed the rock was likely to hit southern Africa. Just as the calculation suggested, a fireball was recorded over Botswana by security camera footage on a farm. Fragments of the object were later found in the area. You are currently on...
See, that's kind of cool.
Image caption to view. Image cop Himawari/JMA. Image caption. Japan's Himawari satellite captures the fireball's steep descent. End of. Media caption archive. Eyewitnesses and CCTV cameras captured the moment the Chelyabinsk meteor flew across the sky. Frame.
I remember
Media
Chelyabinsk.
caption.
That was really interesting.
Archive. End of. Heading level 2. How can monitoring be improved? The latest event over the Bering Sea shows that larger objects can collide with us without warning, underlining the need for enhanced monitoring. A more robust network would be dependent not only on ground telescopes, but space-based observatories also. A mission concept in development would see a telescope called NeoCam launched to a gravitational balance point in space, where it would discover and characterize potentially hazardous asteroids larger than 140 meters. Dr. Amy Mainzer, chief scientist on NeoCam at JPL, said, "The idea is really to get as close as possible to reaching that 90% goal of finding the 140 meters and larger near-Earth asteroids given to NASA by Congress."
Okay, that's an interesting mission though. Like, and I wonder what NeoCam would accidentally discover. Like, because it would be scanning for asteroids and near Earth objects, right? But we always seem to find things by accident when we have telescopes based for specific missions. And the things that they always find are super, super cool. So I'd be interested to see what. That's how we got the meteorite the size of the softball. Yeah, Pincolo actually has a chunk of meteorite. Asteroid could ruin your day. Yeah. How big did they say that rock was? How big did they say that rock was? That's a good question because they did say it. It was the fireball that it created was about half the size of the one that blew up over Chelyabinsk, Russia. And that one was, I think, house-sized. I let me go back and check and see if they. Let me plug in my headphones and go back through the story and check and see what they said here. What did they say? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see what if it says what size it was. Okay, noon local time. Blah, blah, blah. 32 kilometers a second. Steep trajectory at 7 degrees. Measuring several meters in size. So, yeah, like probably the size of a house. 26 meters. The only thing we can do to figure out or to avoid death by meteor is to figure out when to cue the Steven Tyler. We're stupid and doomed. House-sized rock making an impact would level a large city and make a large crater to boot. Yes, it would. Good thing it exploded 25 kilometers up. Yep. I believe Meteor Crater, the rock that made Meteor Crater, was probably about the size of the thing that just blew up. But I believe scientists think that was an iron asteroid, and that's why it made it through the atmosphere. I should look up how big the asteroid that they've made meteor crater they think it was. Imagine all the dust that would be put up into the air from that. That's one of the things that causes some of the biggest problems when meteors and asteroids impact the Earth. Is the biggest thing that killed off most of the animals that died in for example, the asteroid impact that killed the dinosaurs wasn't the initial impact. That killed locally. Like, and when I say locally, I mean like spread out over 100,000 miles, right? Because it was a huge impact. What affected the globe was the debris that fell back to Earth that was flown up from the impact that made it into orbit and then came back down. And the dust clouds, the ash that ended up blanketing out the sun, that is what actually affected the rest of the world. So meteor impacts, we just need a few water-based meteorites to raise the ocean level. Well, see, funny you say that, all you need, because the dinosaur killer actually landed in the ocean and caused, the scientists believe, caused a large amount of tsunami activity. That also would have really fucked things up. So meteor, like, you don't necessarily want large meteorites to end up in the ocean either. Detonate all existing nuclear weapons, then we won't have to worry about some space rock. So that is the story about the space rock. So now I'm going to go into my DM from Pinkalo, see if I can find the Twitter thread that Pinkalo sent me, because it's really funny. Okay, where is it here? So there's this hashtag on Twitter called Ableds are weird. Ableds is spelled ABLEDS. Ableds. So disabled people have just started calling able-bodied people ableds, because that's a thing now, I guess. And this thread let's see. Krakatoa did not kill the dinosaurs. Richo, Krakatoa did not kill the dinosaurs. No, Krakatoa was not the thing that killed the dinosaurs. Okay, so here's this Twitter thread. Krakatoa was a thing that happened during human civilization. And Krakatoa is an Indonesian volcano. Stop lying. We all know that the Great Flood was what killed the dinosaurs 6,000 years ago and made their bones buried within the sediment. Geez, learn your history, says Pincolo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you tell me exactly what unit of measurement a cubit is? Okay. Here we go. This is a fun Twitter thread. This is people with disabilities and describe weird encounters with ableds. Yes, ableds. So let's go through some of these tweets here. So the hashtag is ableds are weird. Now let's see. Let's see. I think about the time an abled random stranger threw my crutch into the pool to help me swim a lot. So I guess somebody was swimming and their crutch was on the side of the pool and somebody threw it into the pool for them to use. Okay. That time I was in the accessible bathroom stall and without warning, a woman crawled under the door and into the stall to ask if I needed help. I gave no indication that I needed help. She just saw my wheelchair and assumed incompetence. Okay. That's just I could totally believe that. Okay. Let's see. You too? I've had this happen to me, or my teachers used to send other students after me to check. It takes me longer, Susan. Oh God. Let's see. Let's see here. Once I was at the grocery store with my service dog buying frozen broccoli, and a woman came up to me and asked if I needed help finding my adult because disabled people obviously can't select their vegetables on their own. She also called me brave. I've been called brave. I've been told I was braver than Superman. That's, yeah. Let's see. I'll take shit that never happened for $1,000. Actually, Faithless, I would buy it. I totally would. I have actually heard blind people. I've been on FaceTime with some blind people before I stopped associating with these particular people. But they were out in a park in London, and all of a sudden I hear someone, "Pardon me, but where's your carer?" What? Where is your carer? My carer? Yes. I don't need one. What? like they're like you just people like people tell Pincolo. Like Pincolo's been told that he's a hero for being my husband because I'm blind. Like Faithless, I mean, I know we're all used to doubting all of this like SJW shit, but unfortunately, when it comes to disabilities, there's a lot of shit that people say and do. So let's see what this one says. I was in a government office yesterday, and my mom, who is my carer, was helping me with paperwork. Wait, what was it? Proof of ID, etc. And the man serving us made jerks about. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Let me let voiceover read this because it's a longer one.
I was in a gov office yesterday and my mom, who is my carer, was helping me with paperwork, proof of ID, etc. And the man serving us made jokes about me being a mummy's girl and child. When I got back in my wheelchair, he said in a baby voice, "Are you spoon fed too? You are currently on a text."
That one I'm a little like, why are you reading that menu to this blind person? Says Pincalo. Yes, that's happened. The stupid switch gets turned into overdrive when they come across a disabled person. It really does. Because you're blind. Yeah, that's why, says Fuckwad. Yeah. Yeah, X. That one I don't really believe. In a government office, no, I that one I've heard a hard time. Me when so okay, I'm gonna read this exactly as it's written. Me when someone say you inspiration. Okay, disabled people, whether you be blind or whatever, I don't care what your disability is. If you're going to put something out in public to advocate for yourself and to say that people who are disabled are capable of just as much as a sighted person or an able-bodied person, could you please tweet in a way that doesn't make you seem like a retard? You're a better man than me. I would probably have to say something. I would be thrown out. You do know most people don't know how to deal with it, though. Most aren't being rude. No, most of them aren't being rude, but some of them really, really are. And some of them just don't. Some of them don't even want to be educated, Richo. Like, yeah, if the next paragraph says they picked them up out of the wheelchair and then bounced them on their knee, bullshit confirmed. Yeah. Let's see. Next one. Also, the time I was working with a recruiter when I was still doing accessible web design and explaining that she was all. Wait. Wait. Okay. I'm going to have to voiceover read this exactly as it's written.
Also, the time I was working W/recruiter when I was still doing accessible web design and explained that she was all but you're not, disabled, while making strange hand motions. I don't even know what her thought process was, because I am in fact disabled. You are correct.
What's disabled? What is disabled? Oh, voiceover was pronouncing it disabled, but she spelled it right. Okay. That one's not really, yeah. At one time, someone asked me if I could just move out of my chair because the chair was taking up a lot of room. I was pissed and was responded with, "I'm not in this wheelchair because it's fun." She literally responded, "Okay, why are you in the wheelchair then?" That one I believe. Blind Press, you need to be commended for marrying Pincalo for real. It's when you remove Sable from something. Nice, Peter. Nice. Okay. Next one. But you seem so smart. You shouldn't be in so much pain. Hold on. But you seem so smart. You shouldn't be limited. God damn it, I keep fucking it up. But you seem so smart. You shouldn't be in so much pain and limited by your symptoms, said a doctor who I tried to see for pain management. Not exactly helpful, not exactly something you'd hear from a doctor, not exactly causal relationship between the two. No. While using handicap parking at CBS with a permit, an octogenarian says you shouldn't use a parent's issue to get parking when they aren't even with you to get my crutch, or while I was getting my crutch and exiting the car. Yeah, I believe that one too. That one I believe for sure. This is what happens when physically disabled people interact with the mentally challenged. Okay. We'll do a couple more. All those times that people try to guilt trip me into giving up my seat on the bus in the metro because I don't look disabled, but I literally can't stand for more than 7 minutes because my legs will literally give out on me. Do you have... That one doesn't sound... I don't know, maybe they do have a muscular issue? Oh, hi, nigga. I'm saying nigga. We'll do one more and then chat time and then we'll end. Apparently, I am too pretty to wear the mask that allows me to breathe outside without going into anaphylactic reactions. Oh, God. Probably really fat, says Scotsman. Yeah. Okay. Fuck it, one more. Living in New England, it's fun how every time it snows, the handicap parking spots are conveniently where they pile all the snow because apparently the ableds think that people with low mobility have no problem scaling the 10-foot piles of snow. Yes, this is not just a handicap parking issue. This is a crossing walk issue and a street corner issue and a sidewalk issue. And yeah, that's something I have to deal with all the fucking time in the wintertime. And I think that's going to be that for today. But that was an interesting thread to finish off with. So guys, let's do a few minutes of chat time and then we will end it. What do you guys think about this time spot? I think that it worked out a lot better. I'm very happy with this spot. I've got a lot more energy in this time spot. I don't know if you guys could tell, but around that 10 o'clock spot, I was getting really that's my time where I get really freaking tired for some reason. And if I can just push past that and get like what I did was I, got my dishes done and shit this morning. And now I've got, I don't I'm not sitting there thinking in the back of my mind like, oh, I still have to do the dishes. So I've got all my energy and I feel a lot better in this time spot, and I hope you guys like it, like this time spot too. Let's see. I love it, and I won't be brain dead when I hop on. Awesome. See, this is the other reason I wanted to make it noon for guests, because a lot of guests that I want do like night stuff later at night, and or they work, afternoon shift or whatever. So I think this is a much better time spot. I've been great. Little nigga. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. It sucked. Oh, for your time slot, Richo. Yeah. Had the caffeine not kicked in yet? Maybe not. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Vampire straight up. Love it. Love it. So yeah, I think this is a good time slot, noon to 2. I think this will be a great move for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I sure did. I had lots of fun. I'm going to end it here. Come and watch tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. And come listen to more news tomorrow. And don't forget, Wednesdays with Skep. It's going to be a fun time this week. I think this is a great move. I hope everyone has a great day. And stay safe and warm out there. Winter is almost fucking over, thank God. And I hope everyone has a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.